Let's start the video with logic. I raised this leg over here, the top one, not the bottom one. The bottom one is inside, okay, the first lock. The bottom leg is inside leg number 2. There's another leg here. There's one leg, 2 legs, 3 legs. Each one, the innermost leg, the weakest leg is at the bottom. I had to undo this one first. So I undo the top leg to leave my strength at the bottom. Okay. Usually you would have a thing over, a little piece over here. You just turn it and balance the tripod. This is my 360. If we had to travel 360, would I be going on this side? 2, I go around, I'm on this side 3, I go 4, I go around 5, I come around here. 6. I went around 6, and then until I complete my 7th one, right? I can come here, but I need to complete my first leg because I have to arrive at my pole. It's my question. Do I have to go all the way around, arrive at my pole, and go all the way up to the top? I ask myself the question. Next thing is this is crazy. This little thing. My mother used to have one. I said, what in the world is she wasting her money on that kind of stuff for? I says, you can't even shred properly. But look at this. Look at the design in there. This is amazing. I just put this in my coffee. It's just amazing. Anyways, this fell off the stand. Don't know where it exactly goes. Doesn't matter. So do you understand? I'm just building scenarios, whether it's information goes in, goes up, comes out, goes around, goes up, goes back in, hits the pole, goes up. To the next leg, hits the pole, goes up, and all the way around. 6. Otherwise, I'm going 1, 2, 3. But in this scenario, I went 6. So it would be 3 times what? Or 6 times what? Where am I getting more distance? Here and here? Or am I getting distance doing this? That's my question right now. I'm not going to calculate that. Next, we're going to get on to a few designs in my next video, which is this. If this was turning, okay, what would be its next stop? This next stop for this area to be flat would have to be here. There's only 4 flats. But if I wanted it to if I was counting and I X marked the spot and I started something from the core, okay, if I started something from the core, my first area would be here. My second area would be here. My third area would be here, right? My fourth area would be here. My fifth area would be here. My sixth area would be here. My seventh area would be here. My 8th area would be here. My 9th area would be here. My 10th area would be here. My 11th area would be here. And my 12th area would be here. And that's where I get my 12 from. Now, if you want to know it I did this in the last video. I was going to do it on the box. The box starts like this. When the box starts like this, if you start from area 0, okay, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Takes a total of 16. 8. I go around 16, but there is supposed to be day and night. Is it because of the dimension where we get the night? The continuation of the 16 is on a tilt. If we tilted this, if we just tilted it away from the sun, and then tilted it back, you tilt it 4 and 4 hours? Or do you tilt it 6 and 2 hours? Or do you tilt it 3 and 5 hours? For your 1 and 5 hours, your 2 and 4 hours, your 3 and 3 hours. 33, 44, 77, 24, 24, and 53, 77. 15 and 6 and 26, 62 and 15, 77. Running off your cube, phi off your cube, down into the single cube. So we're either running this or we're running this. Roulette is showing me a minimum of this. In fact, roulette can be showing me a minimum of this. It can't be showing me this, and it can't be showing me this, because when you look at a roulette board, the design is a minimum this, if not this, if not this, if not this, or can it be this? And the reason for that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, I'd have to have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. And then I would have my center box. Sorry, I'd have my center box. I need my center box. Once I have my center box, I need it to be 7 by 3. And then I'd make 3 of them. Or it could be 6 by 4. I'm not sure. I need a center area to place a chip. Anyways, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. What is this? Well, all it is one block. Where do I put the next block? Do I put it right underneath? What will happen if I put it underneath? Well, first let's start off with my legs. Should I be putting up all the legs? Are these all the legs that I've put up? Did I put up all the legs? I didn't go, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 legs. But wait a second. I have this corner here. I went up, I went here, I went here. I didn't go down here. That's 4, and that's 5. And this is 4, and that's 5. And this is 4, and that's 5. And this is 4, and that's 5. So now I've got, I've done the whole thing. I've done the whole thing. I've got my Star of David right over here. Right? So how many lines did I end up with? 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 1, 2 lines join. 2 lines join, 1 line. 2 lines join, 1 line. 2 lines join, 2 lines join, 1 line. 2 lines join, 2 lines join, 1 line. 2 lines join, 2 lines join. That's my setup. Now you have in between the 2 and 2, you have an X. Okay, in between the 2 and 2, you have an X. You have an X. You have an X. So now they all have value. Now my big question is, I didn't go onto the inside. Over here, over here, over here. I can do this 3 times to the inside. Here, here, and here. Then I can go here, here, and here. So I get a total of 12 on the inside. And on the outside, I had 3, 6, 9, and 12 on the outside. I can also run my 24-hour clock. And this becomes the octagon. The octagon. And what I'm going to do is I follow my lines. And I follow my lines. And then I follow my line. And I follow my line. And I follow. Where's that line now? Where's that line? Here it is. I follow my line. I follow my line. I follow my line. And I follow my line over here. So this is basically what the same thing is. And then like I had all these 1, 2, no, I didn't have one here. Sorry, I didn't have one here. I had my 4 majors. And if you want, we can now put in the half space to each one of them. So how many areas will we have? And this will now be part of man and his world. You know, all those diamonds, the creation of that man and his world. The Star of David, you see the way we have the butterfly here, but now we'd have to draw this up here, but I cannot do that because there's a separation. I cannot make it. I only can make that with 2 and with 4. This one over here is 3. This would be the cat's 9 lives. 9 lives of the cat. Cat must be related to energy on the moon because this all has 9 lives. And remember, going around the clock in 16 with phi, you double up. You get 7 over here. You get 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, See that? 9, 8, 7, 9, 8 only happen one time. At what time does this happen? If this was a 16-hour clock and everything was 1.5 times, 8 times 1.5 is 12. 9 times 1.5 is 13.5. So this is 1:30 and this is 12 o'clock. 8 is 12 o'clock and this says ace, father, A-B, ba, ace sheep. 1, 3, 4, 5, ace sheep in the sun. And that's your phi. So we're going to change that clock, because if that was the whole clock and the clock was 16 times 1.5, we're going to have to change relationships as what part of the day it is. You would say this is 12 o'clock midnight. This is 12 o'clock lunchtime. This over here would be 6 o'clock at night. So we have to switch around because I want the number 6 to show up over here. And all these numbers are telling different stories. Here it says DC. Here it says the sun. Between here and here it says the half-life with 2, 3, 4, 5 limit in between. Beta creation, the sun in the DC world, the 7th gate, 77. But I don't get that over here, right? Next to 1 is 15. So we're going to go 15 and we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to get 2 and 6. We're going to get 3 and, let me hold on a second. 1 and 6. 1 and 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to get 1 and 6 again. I'm going to get the same thing. 1 and 6 and 15 Mars. I'm going to get 2 and 14 DNA. That becomes the Earth or your Y. And then the king and the queen, the Bat Mitzvah and the Bar Mitzvah that are being associated over here, 12 and 13 as 3 and 4 DC, Earth and Mars. Raphael 70, 286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.